Hey guys, Lorcana here. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're taking a look at a new insane aggro deck that I've been experimenting with to climb ladder in Pixelborn. The deck matches insanely well against its control and other aggro, but it does not run out of steam as fast as the other aggro decks out there. So for today, we will first go over the deck list, basic strategy, mulligan and other considerations, and at the end of the clip I have included two matches, one against control and another against aggro, so you can get a better feel of the deck and its basic concept. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more weekly Lorcana content. It's absolutely free and it really helps us out. For our deck, we first start with the 1-drops, so we are including 4 Maleficent Binding Her Time, which is our start card if we're going first. And as the game progresses, since there are not that many cards dealing 1 damage in the first chapter, it can also be used as a standalone card to get the final lore to try and snatch a victory. Next on our list, we have Pascal. This little guy can really get you some lore, especially if he manages to stay alive for more than 4 turns, and with this, his evasive ability can really help out. To complete our lineup, we are also including 4 copies of Archimedes and 2 copies of Olaf, in case we do not draw either Maleficent or Pascal, or if our opponent also plays aggro. Moving to our 2-drops, we are including 4 copies of Flynn, which is a pretty staple card for any aggro emerald deck. He manages to quest for 2, and he also forces the opponent to discard the card if they decide to remove him. Next, we are also including 4 copies of Genie for his vanilla stats, in case the opponent has a really good early game, but this is not a traditional aggro card. For our 3-drops, we start with 4 copies of Cheshire Cat. The kit is quite a quester with 2 lore gain at Ink 3, and he has a really handy ability to naturally empty your opponent's board. Also including 4 copies of Peter Pan for his evasive ability that very few decks can currently deal with. To complete our lineup, we include 4 copies of Maleficent to keep drawing more cards, and we also pair it very nicely with friends on the other side that allows us to draw +2 for free. For our 4-drops, we are including 4 copies of Tinkerbell that has 3 health, an evasive ability and 2 lore gain, which is a really annoying combination. Of course, we are also including 4 copies of Hans for his insane lore gain. From purple, we are also including 2 copies of Jafar that can still quest for 2, but he also has high enough health and most of the times high damage due to his ability. Moving to the 5-drops, we are including of course 4 copies of Cusco and 4 copies of Mad Hatter that are serving as a last push to finish the game or draw more cards if we're behind. Also including 2 copies of Genie to remove some annoying threats from the board. I'm looking specifically at you, Tinkerbell, as well as provide a nice 3-4 body with evasive and 2 lore gain in return. For our final 2 cards, we include 2 copies of Ursula for card draw, 3 lore gain, as well as a really high health that trades nicely with smaller minions. And this is our deck list, guys. As for the strategy, the deck is packing a heavy early game and aims to fully utilizing in between turns. For our first hand, we are ideally looking for any 1-drop, and since we are including 14, the probability of getting one is extremely high. If we are going first, our ideal card is Maleficent, while if we are going second, we are probably going for one of the other 1-drops and keep Maleficent for endgame. If we are holding both Genie and Flynn on turn 2, we are going for Genie against aggro decks or players that start with a 2-2 drop like Stitch, or Flynn otherwise. Finally, on turn 3, Maleficent is a really good choice, especially if we also have friends on the other side for the next turn, but Cheshire Cat is also a really good one. Given that we only have very few cards above 5 ink, it is typically a good idea to swarm the board and keep the card advantage instead of inking for more ink. There are 3 main threats to be aware of. The first one is Tinkerbell Giant Fairy that can decimate your board as early as turn 4 if the opponent shifts on the turn 3 Tinkerbell. The next one is Be Prepared in Control Ruby decks that can clear your entire board. If you have a massive lore advantage and a good board with things like evasive, you don't need to play more things, and you might want to bait out Be Prepared first. The final problematic card is Aladdin that can really turn the game against you. If you see an opponent playing a turn for Aladdin, he's probably preparing to shift on it next turn. Overall, I think the deck has quite good tempo and aggressiveness, and you still get to maintain your cards to finish the game. Sometimes just questing and let your opponent take part of your board is a good strategy, but sometimes doing some strategic trades might be the better route. And that's the main idea behind the deck. I hope you guys enjoy the next matchups and this helps you climb ladder faster in Pixelborn. Write down in the comment section below what kind of customization you made on the deck and what you would like to see next. Until the next time, Illumineers. Toodaloo!